In this demo, we'll learn how to work with filters. We've added a new dimension table called dim entity to the data. This table contains information on sales locations. As you can see, the entity key field can be found in the fact strategy table as well, and that is what they are joined by. Let's look at the report. This visual is about the sales amount by location, the location being a value in the dim entity table. Wow, looks like there are a ton of locations. We want to show only the top 10. To do this, we'll click on the visual to select it. Notice that when we do this, an option to filter on the visual pops up on the filter pane, here on the right. Click on Entity Name, and under here, where it says Basic Filtering, select Top N. So, that is going to give us the top N number of entities, meaning locations, and we want 10. The value we want to select the top locations on should be the amount. Click Apply Filter. That looks better, right? Let's sort the columns by the amount, in descending order, so it's easy to see the top 10 locations. Seems like Contoso Catalog is the top one. Finally, we'll change the visual to a clustered bar chart to mix the visuals up a bit. There we go. Next, we want to filter all pages to only show actual sales amounts. To do that, we need to look at how the data is reported. Let's go to the table view and look at the values in the fact strategy table. We can see that the values have a scenario listed. If we go to dim scenario, we can see that the scenario tells us whether the amount is actual, budgeted, or forecasted. We're only interested in the actual values in this report, so let's add scenario name to the filter pane. We want to filter on all pages, so let's drag scenario name to filters on all pages. There are 3 options. Only select actual. Now, every single amount value is just the actual amount. That is going to impact every page. Note that it's also possible to filter on a single page. Notice that every time we click on a product category, the actual amount changes. But we don't want it to change. We want it to always be the same. Let's go into the Format tab on top and edit the interactions. When we do that, you'll notice filter and no symbols popping up on the visualizations. Let's select the monthly amount visualization. Since this is the one highlighted, this is the context the filtering is going to happen in. This means that by editing the interactions, we can change how the selected visualization, the monthly amount chart, interacts with the other visualizations on the report page. Let's turn off the interaction. Now, the actual amount will not be filtered based on what is selected in the monthly amount visual. Let's do the same thing for year. Note that you might have to move some visuals around to see the interaction icons. Let's look at the result. Turn off the Edit Interactions functionality in the top left corner. You can see that the interactions are disabled. If you select a product category, or filter on year, the actual amount card in the top left corner doesn't change. Over to you.